Bye.
See ya.
Take care, mate.
Shukri.
Yes, it's a great.
Mate, I was reading something where when you do this crypto stuff, people just give you coins for stuff.
Yes, it does. It is a culture in crypto.
It's a culture in crypto.
Yes, when you set up a wallet, and these are other types of, not necessarily crypto.com, because crypto.com is centralized. When people do it for you, they take away your rewards because they set it up for you. When you do it yourself, you get rewards. So the only issue is, can you get the big ones or can you get the small ones? Of course, you want the big ones. Because even last week, because someone wanted to know about free coins. Well, I got some other free coins last week worth about 2,000 US, but I'm just waiting for it to double and then I'll probably sell it off.
Yeah, I mean, who would want 2,000 US? I mean, you just wouldn't take that, right? If someone said to you, do you want 2,000? No, thank you. No, thank you.
I don't want that. You're right.
Thanks, Bitcoin. Hey, guys, thanks for the comments on social media about Chloe. We will be in touch with her, and I appreciate your support of her. Wonderful time, and they're a wonderful couple too, just quietly. Shukri,
okay.
Bitcoin, the Trump thing, the US dollar thing, it certainly seems to be a little bit in play at the moment on Bitcoin.
Yes, and we did avoid a major. We just avoided a major disaster this week, but. The good thing now, Bitcoin, I'm sounding like a broken record. Where is it going? Nowhere. can't even break this key level. Same thing for Ethereum here. They can't even break this 361. It keeps on trying to retest it and then just goes below. And something happened here just before Trump. Okay, and I think this is good for Bitcoin and also good for the crypto market, because just before Trump had COVID, major disaster happened. In fact, there was quite a bit of bad news for Bitcoin last week. That was bad news, but it just refuses to go down. It just is not going to go down, okay? And the bad thing that happened before that was, hey, this is related to COT, Paul. But in this case, the guy who came up with COT, which is the CFTC, Commodities Futures Trading Commission, said they want to protect digital assets such as Bitcoin. And what they're doing now is they're going all over and just catching these fraudsters. And most importantly, they shut down, okay? They filed charges again. She sells the domicile crypto exchange BitMEX. This is the 5th largest exchange in the US.
Yeah, BitMEX is pretty big, yeah.
Yes, it's very big. And it came out with all these derivatives, right? Options and all of this. And this Arthur Hayes is really, he is a major figure in crypto. And now the CFTC has gone after him. And that's why it was dumped on Friday morning before the Trump thing. So the fact that it was dumped before that, was dumped about 5%, that when Trump came out, like it didn't move a lot because, the bad news was already absorbed. So this guy's going to get it. But he's in Hong Kong. He's very clever, you see. They set up a US company, but he stays in Hong Kong, but his CTO was caught. He's in Hong Kong. I don't think at the trade war now that Hong Kong has that extradition treaty in the US. So I don't think he's going to the US too. So, Arthur Hayes is still like going against Uncle Sam, okay? But the important thing this week is that, and this is one of the few weeks where you see this range, it is very bullish for Bitcoin because we broke a record. And I'm going to show you this record, very significant. Bitcoin has just broken the record for straight days closing above 10,000. It said this, right? 63 days, but this was last week, September 28th. It's now 70 days. And if you look here, this is even higher than the peak in 2017, which means that when Bitcoin goes down, whenever it dumps, they keep on buying it. People are just buying Bitcoin when it goes down. And and that's why I was panicking. I said, oh no, Trump is having coronavirus. It's going to go down somewhere. It didn't go down. Just didn't do anything. Refused to do anything. And this is very, very bullish because if we look at the seasonals for Bitcoin here, this is from Kraken, and this is on the Kraken Intelligence. You can go to the website. Kraken is going to be the first US crypto bank. And look at the seasonal patterns here. This is nothing to do with COT. This August has been very low, and this is what it's done. September has been very negative. Now October has been very bullish, but we got to be careful because we have a COVID president here. Okay, November, and this is the same as 2016. After the U.S. presidential election, it tends to go up. it's the best month actually, other side than April, and then December is also good. So assuming that Trump behaves, we don't know what Trump's going to do, and the US presidential election goes very well, Bitcoin looks like it's on a super, super duper bullish run going forward. So, you know, this is one of the few times where not doing anything is actually good. Yeah, don't do anything. Let's stay here. But what I'm personally doing now is that I'm actually, I've sold some of my altcoins because I'm going to start putting money into Bitcoin, but more on that tomorrow. So I'm confident of this because I look at the fundamentals, say, this is already bullish. This is very bullish, actually. And we look at correlations, Paul. Look at this.
Sorry, Shukri, I'm just going to jump in here for a second. I really apologize for this. Mike, can you hear me okay? Mike, if you can hear me, if you can just type in the box. Well, if you can hear me, then you're still in the Zoom. And please don't crash out of here because you'll crash the live stream. So it's all okay. Whatever messages you're getting, we're all okay. Sorry to interrupt, Shukri, back to you.
Yeah. So look at this, okay? It was correlated to the S&P, then it was correlated to the gold, and now it's just broken the correlation at the end of August. So what does this mean, everyone? Bitcoin has decided to go in its own little path. So it'll be interesting to watch the next few days. But yes, I am ready to put money in Bitcoin again because this is a record of holding above 10,000. That is very, very significant. So
what we're saying, Shukri, in trading terms is that the 10,000 support's getting stronger. So what we're saying is that if there's a pullback, we expect 10,000 more likely to hold now than it was previously. We're seeing this level become stronger. It's a clear buying point for investors in Bitcoin. It means that underneath it's trouble, but right now it looks pretty strong.
Yes.
Do you happen to know how strong is the correlation between Bitcoin and dollar index?
It's very strong, but it's also broken out. It's just, again, it's decided to do its own thing this past week. It's broken its correlation with the S&P. It's broken its correlation with gold. It's trying to break its correlation with the dollar index. It's still strong, but it's doing its own thing now. I think you're right, Paul. It's trying just to establish itself as 10,000 here. See, it's just going nowhere. But this going nowhere means that whenever you dump, somebody's buying.
Yeah, look, I think there's no question, and I do wonder if there are some people in some places in the world that perhaps where the sovereignty might be changing quicker than people expected, where people might be trying to get some money into crypto to make it safe if some authoritarian, some different types of government have control there than what they were expecting a while ago.
Yes, you're right. And one more thing, Paul, things are different now because when you say getting into crypto, you might say, well, they like US dollars. Yes, you can get into crypto through US dollars, It's easier to go into crypto, convert it into a US dollar coin and just stay put if you prefer US dollars. Doesn't need to be Bitcoin if you find it too volatile.
Look, interesting to see how that does play out. And thank you very much, mate. Hey, mate, you're back during the week. You're back Monday and Wednesday at 7 o'clock, isn't it, for you?
Yes, I am. Exciting because, guys, tomorrow we are going to see a wallet which has been hacked, which had 150 million US. So if you guys can hack it, you guys can take it. Be there.
Hey, I think I'm supposed to put some money into a wallet with Geoff for you to trade for us. So do let me know if I'm supposed to do that and we'll get it sorted out.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Ainslie, let's talk gold and oil if you've got a moment on that. Ping these away today.
Yeah, no problem. Paul, could you pop up a gold chart because it's been very boring, but because it won't take long.
Yep. Let me actually, I think that. Let me just get this.
And Shukri, I just love your posts. You're really good. I love that. It's so different to everything.
Thank you.
Must get my head around that once I've emptied a few more boxes.